Good morning, class. Okay, so before we start, let's have a prayer. Any volunteer from the boys? Yes, Amir, please lead the prayer. Thank you for the prayer. So, class monitor, is there absent today? Oh, very good. So please pass your assignments in front. Okay, so before we start with our lesson, let's have a review first, okay? So what was our topic last meeting? Yes, Alia? That's right. It's all about respiratory system. So what is respiratory system anyway? Oh, yes, Najira? Okay, very good. So what are the parts of respiratory system? Can you trace the passageway of oxygen through our respiratory system? Yes, Alina? Okay, class, so where does the gas exchange between the lungs and the blood takes place? Najida? Yes? Oh, very good. So let's proceed to our next lesson. So everyone, rest a while and get your pulse rate by placing your two fingers in your waist and count the number of beats that you feel in 1 minute, okay? Use your watch or your cell phones as your timer. Okay, has everyone recorded their pulse rate? Very good. So everyone please stand up and do the stationary jogging for 1 minute, and you will record it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Again, record your pulse rate just like what you did earlier. Okay. Very good. So now compare your two pulse rate before and after you jog. Okay. So what did you observe? That's right. It means our heart is more active when we do exercises. So today, let us be reminded of our objectives for today's lesson. Aina, please read the objectives. Very good. So, from the activity that you just did earlier, do you have an idea about our topic today? Yasmin Saleh? Yes, it's all about circulatory system. So, where is Shanima? Okay, Shanima, what is the function of the circulatory system? Very good. So, the function of the circulatory system is the one that is responsible for transporting the oxygen throughout the body. So, the circulatory system is the life support structure that nourishes our cells with foods and oxygen. So, it also carries away the waste products produced by our cells. The circulatory system can be compared to a complex arrangement of highways, avenues, and lanes connecting all the cells together into a neighborhood. So the community of cells sustains the body to stay alive. Another name for circulatory system is cardiovascular system. So there are major parts of circulatory system. What are those, Asia? That's right. So the major parts of circulatory system is the heart, blood, and blood vessels. So what is the functions of the heart, Haifa? Okay. This is the heart. The function of the heart actually is the one responsible for pumping the blood throughout the body, and it also the major part of the circulatory system. What about the blood? Yes, Fatima. Okay, the function of the blood transport the oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. It also carry the waste products of the cells. So how about the blood vessels? Famida, can you please read the function of the blood vessels? Famida. Okay. So the function of the blood vessels are the one that is responsible for transporting the blood throughout the body. So there are three components of blood vessels: the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. So what is the function of arteries? Yes, Faiz? Very good. So arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart to the cells, tissues, and organs of the body. So what about the veins? Anyone? Yes, Amir? Okay. The veins carry the oxygenated blood to the heart, and while the arteries carry oxygenated blood. So the function of the capillaries are the smallest blood vessels in the body, connecting the smallest arteries to the smallest veins. The actual site where gases and nutrients are exchanged between the blood and the cells. So let us trace back again the pathway of oxygen from the environment to our cells. Anyone who can trace it? Yes, Najira? Excellent. So class, we have different types of circulatory system. What are those? That's it. The pulmonary circulation, the coronary circulation, and the systemic circulation. So what is pulmonary circulation? Yes, Bahar? Very good. So the pulmonary circulation is the movements of blood from the heart to the lungs and back to the heart. While the coronary circulation is the movement of blood through the tissue of the heart. And the last part is the systemic circulation. So the systemic circulation is the movement of blood from the heart to the rest of the body, while excluding the lungs. So as the heart is the main organ of the circulatory system, what is it, by the way? Yes, Diane? So do you know how big your heart is? Do you have an idea how big your heart is? Okay, show me your fist. Very good. Do you know that your heart is as big as your fist? Put it in your chest and you will know that your heart is as big as your fist. Very good. Yes. So let us find out how our heart really works. So what is heart again? Yes, Alid? You're not listening, huh? Thank you. As you know, the heart has two pumps. Each pump has two chambers, the upper and the lower chambers. The upper chamber is the atrium that receives blood coming in from the veins, while the lower chamber is the ventricles that forces the blood out into the arteries. Okay, so there are valves. Okay, there are valves between each atrium and ventricles. What are the function of the valve? Yes, Miss Radia. Okay, very good. So when it comes to contraction, all of the muscles, tissues of the heart do not contract at the same time. Different parts of the heart contract at different times. I repeat, different parts of the heart contracts at different times. So when the top portion contracts, the bottom part relaxes. And when the bottom contracts, it becomes smaller and the blood inside gets squeezed or pumped out. Get me? Okay. Class, do you have any clarification? Okay, so let's have a recap. So class, what is the importance of circulatory system in our body? Yes, Samir? Very good. Yes. So, yeah, what about the functions of the major part of the circulatory system? Again, what is the major part of our circulatory system? The heart. So, what is the function of the heart? Very good. So, what are the components of blood vessels? Aliyah? Thank you. How about the different types of circulation? Khalid? That's right. So you really understand the lesson, right? So, on a 1/2 crosswise, write your memorable experience wherein you experienced a fast heartbeat and how did you manage to keep your heartbeat back to its normal rate, or how did you keep it calm and relax again. I'll give you 5 minutes, okay? And we will have a short quiz after that. You done? Not yet? Okay, please get another 1/2 crosswise. We'll have a short quiz. Okay. Write your paper from 1 to 10. Okay, number 1. I will repeat the question twice only, okay? Okay, number 1. Blank is the organ responsible for pumping the blood throughout the body. Blank is the organ responsible for pumping the blood throughout the body. Okay, number 2. Blank is a circulation where the movements of the blood is through the tissues of the hearts. Blank is a circulation where the movements of the blood is through the tissues of the hearts. Number 3. Blank carries the materials throughout the body. Blank carries the materials throughout the body. Okay, number 4. Blank is the life support structure that nourishes your cells with food and oxygen. Blank is the life support structure that nourishes your cells with food and oxygen. Okay, number 5, 5 to 7, 5, 6, 7. Explain briefly how the heart works. Explain briefly how the heart works. Okay, the last number, 8, 9, 10. 8 to 10. Differentiate the pulmonary circulation and the coronary circulation. Okay, you done? Please pass your papers in front. So class, I want you to research what are the top 10 diseases of the heart and give at least one example on how to prevent such diseases. Write your output on a short bond paper. It could be handwritten or computerized. It's up to you. Okay.